Welcome to the Work Wives and Real Lives podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ava. We're two best friends and coworkers spilling the tea on business, boundaries, and all the beautiful chaos in between.
From workday wins to real life messes, we're talking through it all.
Unfiltered, unpolished, and always putting friendship first.
Think of it as your weekly catch up with your favorite coworker turned soul sister.
So grab your coffee
or your wine
and let's get into it.
Stunning.
What is up, Work Wife fam? It's Ava and Katie coming at you with episode 13. Coming in hot. We're feeling it today. We're not feeling all the things.
We're feeling something. I don't know if it's anything good.
Feeling something. Numb, exhausted, lots of things on the to-do list, which we'll get into, but that's life.
Is Mercury somewhere where it shouldn't be, or is it just started the month? I don't know. It's just a lot.
Full moon, who knows?
Is there one?
I saw that outline of the moon earlier, and it looked like she was pretty full.
You know what? It's the time change. I hate the time change. Let's talk about that.
Let's chat about it.
It was made for farmers back in the day so that the kids,
God bless the farmers,
the child laborers could farm in the morning before they went to school. So this is why. And I don't think we have many children farming before they go to school. I'm sure there's some out there. I hope they're being paid.
Yeah.
But
like the Amish.
They don't go to school, though.
Yeah.
They can work all day long. I think they homeschool. They can set those hours. I'm sure they learn something somewhere.
There's some type of learning somewhere. If you're in the know about the Amish community or part of one, let us know.
I don't think they probably listen to podcasts, but well, maybe there's a former Amish person, like an escaped Amish. Isn't that a show?
Do you remember that show? Yes. It was on E or Bravo. I forget which network it was on, but it was called Escaping Amish, I think.
Yeah.
Wild. The fact that they would put these poor children, like fetuses,
in the wild,
because that's what into the wild of New York City, and be like, here you go,
figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it when it gets dark this early. I think we should have one consistent time year round. Let the sun do what the sun does. It'll rise when it wants to rise. It'll set when it wants to set. We don't need to change the time. Okay?
Well, the people in Arizona, if you're watching, we wish we were you.
Shout out Arizona. And I don't think Hawaii does daylight savings either.
They do not. Does Alaska?
I don't know. It's just sunny there year round. I don't know. Because the sun doesn't. I remember because I went there once, and you have to have blackout curtains because the sun doesn't set till midnight.
Correct.
So daylight savings would not be useful for them. So if they have it,
there's a point in time during the year though where they see a majority of darkness all day. I forget what time of year that is.
Yeah, it's winter because I went in the summer and it was
yeah.
So you know what? They're fucked on the sun already. So just
depressing.
I don't want to sleep my sleep. Fall's not bad because you get an hour of sleep, but when spring comes and we have to wake up an hour early, God, it's the worst. But I think it's my seasonal depression now today because it was dark at basically 5 o'clock.
Seasonal depression. I did not fully experience it until I moved to Tennessee and experienced all seasons. And let me tell you, it's real.
Yeah.
Those winters, they're rough.
No, thank
you.
They're
real rough.
No, thank you.
Well, although we're feeling somber, overwhelmed, all the things, we have a great episode coming your way.
We both have to teach a class we haven't learned in 11 hours, respectively. Are you at 8:30 Eastern?
Yeah, 8:30, 9:30, 12.
So I'm at 5:30, 6:30 Pacific. So yeah, same time. But
yes.
One last class.
So yeah, I have 3 different classes I need to learn.
Dumb.
It's fine. We're good. We're good.
It's gonna be
We're
great.
pros at this.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, at this point,
Whatever comes out of your mouth comes out of your
whatever
mouth.
comes out. Yep,
You know what? Keep people moving.
it
Sure.
is what it is. Circulation.
Circulate in that room.
Well, today we're going to talk about opinions that might get us canceled because, boy, the internet has spoken and it's kind of worrisome
It's truly
what some of
worrisome.
you, yes, agree on and choose to put on your pizzas.
So I
Criminal.
know we both did polls on our personal socials about pizza or no, or pineapple or
Yes.
no pineapple on pizza. Mine was like 60-40 in favor of pineapple or like something close to that. Like, and the amount of messages I got, like, and of course, because it's Instagram, they were all positive, funny messages in support of pineapple. They weren't like, you're the worst human being in the world. Shut the fuck up for talking about putting pineapple on pizza like you would get on TikTok.
True.
But they were like funny, supportive, but like gross.
That's kind.
Yeah.
Yes, mine was 61% voted yes for pineapple on pizza, and 39% said hell no, straight to jail. Thank you to the 39% that said hell no,
Hell no.
because like it just feels like a disgrace to our ancestors to be putting pineapple
Tr-
on pizza.
Truly. And I don't think that like Hawaiian people support it either. Hawaiian people, let us know. Like, do you support being associated with ham and pineapple on your pizza?
They probably do. No, they're going for more spam, which is
Do they put spam on their pizza?
no idea, but it sounds like it could be a thing.
So we're not going to do a dramatic email reading today. We want your submissions, but I am going to read. I just thought of this in this moment. Amy had very strong opinions on this topic, like very strong, and she was
Did
DMing
she?
me. It is so good. So she messages, I cannot believe in all caps the pineapple is winning. Such bullshit. It's a freaking cooked fruit on a pizza, vomit emoji. And then when I posted the final results, which were for me 58% in favor of pineapple, 42% truly criminal behavior, so slightly better odds.
Yeah, yours were better than the people that follow me.
She goes, the worst people on the planet buy pineapple pizza eaters. It was So anyway, we're gonna have a whole episode talking about controversial opinions and whether that's just in society, whether that's at work. We're gonna like tie it back to a bunch of things as we typically do.
Yes. And
Um,
I am fully ready for it. But before we dive in, we had eventful week. Well, you again always have eventful
so
weekends.
busy. This is probably why I'm also depressed
Busy.
today.
But it was Halloween and I we did do something, but at like we went into the downtown area of our city that we live in at 4 p.m. before everyone came out and about. And we were home by like
But
7 or
shit!
8 o'clock. Ooh, don't you know we're podcasting right now?
Yeah. Oh my God, if I get sick before my trip, I'm gonna die. I think it's just allergies. It's seasonal. I'm going with that.
Famous last words.
This always happens though. Actually, we'll get to your story in a second. But like, when you go on vacation and you get sick, it happens every time because your body finally like knows it's gonna relax. So it's like,
Yes.
and then it's like all the germs hit you.
Yeah.
Defenses are down.
Well,
Anyway, back to your
hopefully that
4 p.m.
does not
Halloween
really
plans.
happen. Yes. I was a elder on Halloween and went out at 4 o'clock p.m. Had a lovely time with my husband, getting the early bird specials. And we were home. Yeah, I taught the next day early, so I just went to bed at like 10 o'clock,
Nice.
and that's all she wrote.
For the whole weekend?
Yeah, we kind of just, I think it's the weather too. It's been rainy and cold here.
Mm.
So,
So you should probably move back here.
No, but it just, like, puts you in a mood, so we had, like, no desire to do anything. We were gonna go out with friends, but it just didn't end up working out, and so we're like, "You know what? Let's just stay in, catch up on our show, The Last Frontier." Boy, oh boy,
Mm,
things are getting intense,
yeah, spicy.
and yeah, my husband loves making craft cocktails, and so I love being his little guinea pig of all the things, and that's pretty much what we did.
Cute.
Yeah.
We had a much busier weekend as you might have expected because I don't think we really spoke all weekend.
No.
I'm gonna start back
I
to
feel like you've
Thursday
been
night.
mad at me. You haven't
No,
spoken
I
to
just
me.
haven't come up for air. Like I've
You're
been drowning.
too busy for me.
We're we're leaving our kids on Wednesday for
Yeah,
almost 2 weeks, so we're trying to spend like do all the things with them this weekend.
right.
And and Friday the kids didn't have school because it was parent teacher conferences, and so Thursday I just had to go to work because I had to get some stuff done before I was going out. And so we go to the conference in the morning. Then my husband takes my kids to Disneyland with a few other families. I go to work, and then later in the late afternoon, I met them there. And so he probably did like a 12-hour day, and he was trying to like convince me
Oh
not to
boy.
come. Like he was like, I think we're done. And I'm like, no, I'm like going to come and like hang out. So we ended up staying at Disneyland until like 9 p.m. They got there at like 8:30 in the morning. And
Oh
then,
wow.
well, the kids did. Garrett and I got there. Garrett got there at like 10ish when our conference was over. Next day, kids are out of school again. I go to work in the morning and then I work from home in the afternoon. We go over to our friend Timini's house because we cannot trick or treat in our neighborhood. None of you know where I live, but some of you might. Anyway, it's not a trick or treater treatable neighborhood. We've left buckets out the first 2 years we lived here. We didn't get one trick or treater. So, we go to their house. It's a great neighborhood. We do Also, the Dodgers were on, like, all these nights. Who knows what's happening with the Dodgers at this point? I don't even know. But Tim had set up a projector in the front yard, and he was playing the Dodger game.
Cute.
Yeah, it was super cute, and so we were all sitting out there on lawn chairs. We took the kids on a quick 30-minute lap around the neighborhood. Buckets are full at this point. They actually like passing out candy, so we went back. Everett and Wyatt had made, like, little brownie bite treats that they found in this, like, Disney cookbook, and so they wanted to pass
Cute.
those out, and, like, randomly, people were taking their brownies, and I was like and eating them on the spot, and I was like, "I feel like you were just trained as a child not to take home-cooked things," but I think they looked reputable.
Especially brownies.
I mean, with the brownie bites themselves were store-bought, and then we just, like, decorated the top with some frosting and, like, edible decor.
Cute.
But it was fun, per usual, started drinking before I ate, but pounded a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A Chick-fil Chick-fil-A Chick-fil-A Chick-fil-A. So I was a little bit hungover. You know what's funny though? They live in like a college area, so there's a lot of
They
college
do.
students that rent houses in their neighborhood. And we're going to these houses, there's all these college kids giving them candy. And I turned to Jamie and I was like, it's a Friday night. Why are these kids passing out candy? She's like, Katie, it's like 7 o'clock at night. Like, you don't go to parties that early. I was like, oh yeah, I feel so old now.
Yeah, we'd be getting ready for parties at, like, 9 o'clock.
Right. And meanwhile, it's like 9:45. They were like, come sit on the couch. And I said, if I sit, I will be horizontal within 30 seconds and asleep.
Yes.
Garrett, we're leaving. And they're like, no, 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 just come sit and like watch the movie. I was like, I will not get up. And I love you guys, but I'd rather sleep in my own bed than on your very comfortable couch. Literally, we're home by 10 o'clock. And that was just the night. Tons of fun. The kids enjoyed it. Woke up the next morning, had to teach 3 classes, hungover, but obviously crushed it. Meanwhile, because the Dodgers won Friday night, Garrett planned a watch party at our house for Saturday night. I was leaving at 8:30 in the morning, teaching 3 classes, going straight to a hair appointment, probably not going to be home till around 4 p.m. So I said, if you're going to invite all your friends over, the house needs to be clean. Luckily, it was relatively clean to start with. It's like, house needs to be clean. You need to go figure out food. Amy and Cody got us a hot dog roller for our anniversary present, like the commercial roller
So great.
ones. Oh, I was like, just 2 hot dogs. It's easy. The man only buys hot dogs. He buys no sides, no anything else. I'm like, But he did clean the house, so I appreciate that. Um, and people were just slamming back hot dogs. I love a glizzy. Dodgers won, full chaos, but it's like the game was over around 9, and I think by like 9:30 to 9:45ish, it was within 30 to 45 minutes of the game ending. People were still lingering, so I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. And I just started carrying a trash bag around the house and just like picking up things that were next to people and then
Hinting.
Amy starts vacuuming and she's just like,
It's like, time to go.
and it's time to go. So everyone got the hint without me having to tell them, and everyone left, which was lovely.
It's great. How nice is it to have watched the World Series on Pacific time?
I don't
You're
know
like
how
us
East Coast
on
people watch any
the East
sports.
Coast.
Like
It's
your football
terrible.
games don't start till 8 p.m. if they're playing a West Coast
They
team.
Yep, yep,
So it's
it's
like,
awful.
how are you watching sports?
But yeah, the World Series started at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which they were on the East Coast in Toronto, and so I have no idea how I mean, we were up until the very end, but I took a nap in between all of it at like 11 o'clock and woke up at 12 and saw that they were going into um, overtime, into extra
Sure.
innings. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so sad. The poor Blue Jays. But, happy for them. 32 years.
It was a
They made
really
it
good series,
almost.
though. Like
Yeah,
the
it was.
games for the most part were really good, like really close. And some of the plays were just like you can't knock it. Like
Yeah,
it's just life,
it
It
was
gets
great.
you.
Yeah,
Um,
freaking Dodgers.
so then Sunday I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was like, why the fuck am I up so early? And then I realized it's really 6 a.m. because of the stupid time change.
Yeah,
So I was like, whatever, I'll just get up. So I get up and make coffee and like clean up the house. And we were supposed to go to Disneyland, but then I realized the night before that I actually didn't have a reservation. My husband and kids did because our passes expired different times and I couldn't book mine yet or whatever, and I forgot about it. So I'd canceled it because I was like, he's not taking the kids again without me. And then the morning of, we had some friends coming in from town that were going to Disneyland. And so they had said, hey, there's reservations available. So I was like, oh, side note, Garrett throws up in the kitchen sink before bed.
love it.
So I got the full story. I was like, why did you pass two perfectly good toilets to go throw up in the sink? And I had taken it easy Saturday night because I was struggling Saturday morning. I was like, we don't need 2 nights of this. Oh, I was perfectly sober. And he he gets out of bed and he walks to the kitchen and then I hear,
Oh
and
my
it's
gosh.
like this guttural.
Lord.
He's the loudest to everything. We've discussed this, but like
Yes.
loudest vomiter. And so I walk
My.
out and he's like hunched. I was like, are you throwing up right now? Luckily, it was over the island sink, which
Awful.
give that like description because it has a brand new garbage disposal. Luckily, if it
Up
was
and
an
down.
old one, like terrible. Um, and he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, bye. And I turn around and walk back in the bedroom, go to bed. Uh, and I'm like, why did he
No.
pass two perfectly good toilets on the way to the kitchen? So the next morning he claims he gets up to go to the kitchen to get water. And when he was in the kitchen, the urge to vomit came over him.
Just
I will say,
overtook his body. There's no going back.
I woke up in the morning and I was terrified of what I was going to find in there. He had fully cleaned and disinfected the sink before he went to bed because I
Oh,
could smell it and the products were out. And I was like, okay, at least he cleaned up after himself. Like, you
kudos
know?
to him.
So I said, but you're still in punishment because obviously you should be. And I'm going to wake you up and we're going to Disneyland. So I wake. Well, he was awake by the time I walked in there, but I was like, get out of bed. We're going to Disneyland in 30 minutes. We were supposed to have dinner with his cousin and
Worst place to be hungover.
but he wasn't
Honestly.
because he threw up. So he was actually
Okay.
fine. And so sometimes throwing up is the ticket.
I
I'm not
have
promoting bulimia. I'm saying for drunk purposes.
no, I have a huge fear of throwing up. The last time I did was I was completely belligerent. And so I started puking, and my husband walks into the bathroom and I'm crying hysterically as I'm puking. And he's just standing in the doorway laughing at me. He's like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "I don't like puking."
Anyone enjoys it. I don't think it's like a fun
No, but
experience.
I cry when it happens because I just don't like it at all.
Hmm. I don't enjoy it, but sometimes you need to make yourself feel better. Not, again, not for eating disorder purposes. Sometimes when you just got a lot of like alcohol slushing around in there, a little exorcism of the
Gotta
stomach
empty the tank.
does the trick. We're gonna get canceled for this opinion on throwing up, I can tell.
For me, it's the
Um,
opposite end. I gotta empty it the other way.
yeah, one way or the other, it's gotta come out.
One way or the other, it needs to come out. And for me, it's the other. It's
Nice,
the downstairs way.
nice. Taylor's gonna
Well,
die if I tell the story. So
no.
in
Which Taylor?
between, uh, Taylor G, which is apparently not her real last name anymore because she got married, but she's on my phone. Is that still?
Uh, yes, yes, yes.
So in between, I had an hour on Saturday between teaching and getting where I needed to be for my hair appointment, but it was only like a 20-minute drive. And I was like, well, it's not worth me going home. I'd be home for like 5, 10 minutes, have to turn around. So I went next door to Cancun Juice to get a wet bean and cheese burrito with salsa verde, sour cream, and cilantro on top. Mm. Or it's like a cream of sauce. It's not even like just sour cream. It's so fucking good. So, it's massive, right? And I'm just sitting there downing this burrito with the Diet Coke. Finish the whole thing, get another Diet Coke to go. I pee right when I get there because, again, I've had 2 Diet Cokes plus, like, I don't know, probably 32 ounces of coffee. And that's all I've had the whole morning plus this burrito. And then I'm sitting there, she does my color, and then it's setting for like 35 minutes. Towards the end of the window, I was like, I have to pee again. Like, it's so annoying. And she had left. She goes somewhere else while my hair is setting, and I'm just like working on my computer. And I'm like, oh, I need to go. And so I get up and I start walking to the bathroom. And then I was like, I don't think it's just pee. And so I am shuffling to the bathroom.
Penguin shuffle.
Well, backward shuffle. And I was like, there's like a single stall situation.
Clinching.
So I'm like, please no one be in the bathroom. Luckily, no one was. And we were
Oh
saved
my
from
gosh,
a
could you imagine?
legging pant poop situation.
Bullet and Ava.
And she couldn't, I don't think I was in there for that long because it literally was just like a real quick, and
Yeah.
we're done. And, but then her, like I don't know if she's like an assistant or she works like the front desk, was like walking around looking for me apparently. Because Taylor was waiting for me to come back to like finish, like wash
That's
up my
so
color.
funny.
And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, Taylor's looking for you. I was like, oh, sorry, I was in the bathroom. Like, she's like, yeah, she figured. I was like, yep. But I was too embarrassed to tell her in the moment. But
Taking a dump.
she does listen to the pod, but she says she's a few episodes behind. So by the time she hears this, she'll probably forget about it. But anyway,
Who knows?
that's where I was, Taylor. And that was our
Taking a
weekend.
shit.
We got home. We bailed on dinner plans with Corey and Fernando. I'm
Aw.
sorry. We were so tired. We would have, like, we were home in time to go to dinner, but, like, it was another long day at Disney, and we were just wiped. Got Valentino's for dinner, as one does.
Valentino's.
Had it again tonight. Leftovers.
Oh,
And that's about it.
love. What a time. You always have great weekends, my friend. Mine are quick. I'm just like, yep. Did this.
Did
That's
this.
it.
Well, one day.
One day. I don't know. I
Wait,
just...
you should need to talk about Opal's costume. People need to know.
Oh my gosh. So I have a dog. I have 2 dogs. One is a new addition this year. Her name is Opal, and we thought it'd be a great idea to make her the life of a showgirl because obviously Opal Light, Opal. And so I go on Amazon because I'm a terrible mother the night before Halloween, quickly trying to find like a showgirl outfit for my little princess. And I find one, and it's like delivers the next day in the morning. I'm like, perfect. So I get home and open up the packaging. I'm like, excuse me? It's the size of my head. I ordered a large and petite dogs. Not
Who knew they made like
large
multiple
dogs.
size categories? Like,
Right?
It's usually just like for
Like,
dogs, there's just a size range: extra small, small, medium, large, extra large. Like that's it.
precisely.
They don't need the
So,
petite
poor
line.
girl. Yeah, no, I accidentally ordered from the petite line. My little girl is not petite, sadly, but I had to, like, cut it up in order to get just some of it on her body. So it was a cute, like, little cape-looking thing, crop top.
I'm actually shocked you can get like next day delivery stuff where you live, because sometimes when I go to semi rural places, I'm like, I can never get Amazon delivery there in like a timely
Yeah,
manner.
yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
do. I guess it's a
we
college town.
it is a college town. I would say it's so funny because anytime that people come out here to visit, my biggest pet peeve is we'll be driving around and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you have a Chipotle?" I'm like, "Yeah." Or we'll drive somewhere else, we're like, "Oh my gosh, you have a Target?" I'm like, "I don't live in middle of fucking nowhere." Like, we have
Eh,
everything that other cities have. It's just more spread out.
eh,
I will say we do not have a Nordstrom or a Nordstrom's Rack in Knoxville, and that is a true crime.
true crime. Not even Iraq. Wow.
Yeah, not even a Rack.
Do you have a mall?
There is a mall, but I don't think people really go to the mall these days.
But like, what are the anchor stores at the mall?
There's a
You
oh
probably have a
gosh, what are they
Sears.
called? No, those don't exist anymore, do they?
No, but I feel like your town would have like the last one standing. Like, it was like a Blockbuster.
Oh my
That's like the
gosh.
last one
What
standing in
is the
Alaska.
name? It's very similar to a Macy's,
JC
Westtown
Penney's.
Mall. No, 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 no. It's something I've only seen out here in the South.
Dillard's.
Um, yes, Dillard's. They have a huge Dillard's there. They have what else do they have there? There's an Apple store. There's a Bath and Body Works. Oh, Belk, that's what it is. Yeah, it's similar to like JCPenney and Macy's and all that. Um, yeah, they have quite a few things,
Do they have an
but
Auntie Anne's pretzel
Auntie Anne's, of course. You can't have a mall without Auntie Anne.
and a Panda Express?
She's
Do they have a food court?
um they do have a food court. I have not been into it. Yeah, that's when my love for Panda Express began was at the Brea Mall.
Where do you live? The police sirens are just all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
You should
Oh
take the
my
podcast
gosh.
live and you should go follow the
So
sirens.
our community is so quiet, like beyond quiet. It's kind of eerie. And there's nothing that ever happens. And so last week, or was it Friday? No, it was Thursday. I come home and we hear a bunch of sirens, and then we see like multiple cop cars just like speed right past our building. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I gotta go see the action. So I grabbed the dogs and I like run out there, full on cops, guns drawn, like circling and cornering one of the buildings. And I was like, oh shoot, I can't be here.
My God,
I love being in the middle of the action of things. I'm like,
that's so
I love
funny.
it.
One time, my parents used to own an apartment complex, and I worked there in college. And it was really small, so it was like 55 units. I was the only one that worked there. Plus, they had a maintenance person. And this couple lived there. They were super sweet. She was pregnant. But they always came in and paid money orders, which for this area wasn't like super unusual. Um, and all the apartments were townhomes with attached garages, so it was like more like a condo
Mm.
complex versus an apartment complex. And one night, my dad gets a call in the middle of the night or early in the morning or something. Basically, it was like a front house for like running drugs.
Hell yeah.
And so we show up the next morning, and they had like broken down the door, and there was just like pickup trucks filled with bags of marijuana.
Ugh.
And they like arrested some people. But I was like, oh, they were such a nice couple. But I don't think they actually lived there. It was just like they were the front. They would come in and pay the rent, but I don't think anyone actually lived there. Well, not like regularly, because there was just like mattresses on the ground and stuff. But
Wild.
anyhow,
It's
that's
always the ones you least expect, you know?
truly, it's always those people. I have stories from that place, man. This is why I stopped working in customer service facing roles after that, and now we started again. And that's luckily our customers are
Here
much
you
more
are.
benign than some of the characters I interacted with at that complex. But anyway,
Wild.
um,
Would have been, like, even cooler if it was crystal meth.
yeah, and this was back when marijuana was still like illegal, so it was just like
Okay.
it was still like contraband.
It was
Now
so
it's just like
taboo.
whatever, it's on every corner. Like who cares?
Yeah, people
What's
have
the
it in their
stuff that like
backyard.
people really do hardcore these days? Ketamine? No, that's like the fancy drug. Is it crystal
That's
meth?
fancy. I mean,
What are they putting in? They're lacing cocaine with. What is that drug called?
fentanyl.
Fentanyl. I knew it was some weird word. They're always weird
Yes.
words.
Yeah, no, that will kill you.
That will kill
That will
you.
that
Don't
will take your
don't
life
don't
real quick.
don't recommend it.
Don't yeah, don't do drugs.
Hugs, not drugs.
Hugs, not
Except
drugs.
I don't like a hug. I don't like physical contact, but still prefer it over the drugs.
There was one time you were like full on passed out on the couch and I came home and I was like, Katie, Katie, you would not wake up. I was even like touching you. I was like, Katie. I'm like the little kid.
When was
Wyatt
this?
probably does this. It was a while ago. And Garrett walked in. He's like, oh, yeah, no, she's been passed out for an hour. And I was like, my perfect opportunity. And I cuddled you.
Oh my God.
I
Assault.
like, yeah, I was like, my perfect opportunity
You could
when
touch
she's
me.
completely unconscious. And I like cuddled you like you were the little spoon. I was big spoon. I was like, this is nice. And I was like, good night.
And I did not wake up.
You did not wake up. I
Sometimes
went to
I
my
hit
room and
that
got ready.
couch hard. I hit that
You
couch.
were making like cute little noises, like you enjoyed you enjoyed it.
I probably thought it was my husband.
Probably. You were like,
Or not, because normally when he
mm.
tries to touch me when I sleep, I'm like, get the fuck off.
No, you were very sweet. You were so cute.
Oh my God, I didn't tell the best story of the whole weekend. Thank you for reminding me of this.
You're welcome.
So
I know.
we have a marriage where, as most marriages I presume operate, where I am not allowed to be touched when I sleep, but I'm allowed to touch you when I sleep. So if I want to put a hand on your arm or I want a little bit of comfort, fine. But if you come to my side of the bed, you are subjecting yourself to violence. So this was Thursday night after Disneyland. So I wake up in the middle of the night and I was like, I could use like a little cuddle of an arm right now. And so I lightly touch Garrett's arm. He does a full roll fall thing out of the bed, hops up in a full defensive position like this. If you're not watching on YouTube, you need to. Starts going, "Ah, ah," and he starts swatting at the bed. I don't know if he's having a night terror where like you're not supposed to like wake them up or something.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, is he awake? Does he know what's happening? Is he having to this is not a normal thing for him. Like he doesn't normally have them. But I was like, what is he's just swatting at the bed, and I was like, what's going on? He's
Oh
like,
my gosh.
there's a snake in the bed, and I was like, what? And at one of his swats, he swatted his phone because he fell asleep with his phone in the bed, and it flew. So he thought that that was the snake. But I was like, he's like, no, it just crawled on my arm. And I was like, no, that was my
Oh.
fingers. That was my hand trying to cuddle you. And he full on, I wish in that moment we had cameras in our bedroom because it was iconic.
What a
And
reaction.
I said, and now I will never touch you again. And
Yes, that was the last
that was the last time
time
you get a cuddle.
we tried to cuddle. Yeah.
The next night, I was so freaked out. I put a full pillow barrier between us so that I would
You
remind
got to.
myself not to
Yep.
try to touch him. And obviously, he knows he's not allowed to touch me. So Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was insane.
Is that one of the, like, craziest reactions he's had in his sleep with his
When we were
sleepwalking,
in
or
college, he used to sleepwalk when he got really drunk, but he wasn't drunk Thursday night, and so
yeah, he was just
I
exhausted.
think he was just really overly
Full
exhausted.
day of Disney.
The best one is he so we were in San Diego for my birthday, and I think we were, like, 23 maybe, and we were staying in a room with, it was Kelsey and I and him, and we had 2 beds. And Kelsey, him and I, like, we were done at the bars, and we were with a bunch of other people, like the normal shenanigan people, like Jeff and Derek and all them. And so they had their own rooms at the hotel. We shady bounced from the bar early because we were done. W- Go to bed. Kelsey and I immediately pass out. Apparently, Garrett wakes up and is sleepwalking in his boxers, and he exits the room. At some point, he comes to in the hallway. And he starts pounding on the door. Well, we're asleep. You can't wake us at this
Oh my
point.
gosh.
He has to pee. So he pees on the floor in the elevator lobby on carpet. The friends eventually come back from the bar. The other friends give him some clothes so he can go down to the lobby and get a new key. And then I'm unaware any of this is happening. So he comes back. I wake up in the morning. He's in bed. Fine. We're walking
Wild.
out to go to brunch the next morning, and the elevator lobby reeks of pee, and the floor is squishy. And I said, "Oh my God, someone peed here." And then that's when the whole story came out. And I said, "Wow." He's like, "Well, you guys want to open the door?" I'm like, "We were asleep." Like, but
Wild.
it wasn't often, but there was a couple of occasions where he would sleepwalk, or have weird reactions when in the middle of the night when he had been drinking a lot. But yeah, Thursday night, I think he was just exhausted. But he was awake. It wasn't like he said he was having a vivid dream of a snake at the time that my hand touched him. And that's when the chaos ensued.
Like I said, Indiana Jones. It'll haunt you.
Truly. That's why we don't watch movies. I think we just live
He
in it.
looked into the eyes.
He did.
That's what he did.
He looked into something and it was not good. So,
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What a time.
what a time. Well, let's get in. So, as we mentioned, we're going to skip our dramatic reading because I just read dramatic messages from, I have another one. Ty sent a really good one. This will be our really short
Yes.
thing on the pineapple pizza.
Kai was very passionate about it.
He was very passionate. So he sent a message, and let me just find it. You can play the Jeopardy music. I get way too many
Do,
Instagram
do,
messages,
do,
apparently.
do, 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 do. She's so popular. Wow.
I know it wasn't on Instagram, it was a text message, but I posted it on
Yes.
Insta, and that's going to be quicker. All right. So he messages me, and we have a friend group chat. No pineapple on pizza? I was willing to let the sandals/jeans take fade into the ether, but pineapple is the great pizza equalizer.
No.
Jalapeno/pineapple? Question mark.
Oh,
Hot/sweet. Sausage/pineapple. Salty and sweet.
wow.
Garlic
He's
and
very passionate.
pineapple.
Oh,
Oh
hell
my
no.
God.
Oh.
Don't even get me
Sir.
started.
Sir. No.
Our forefathers overthrew a monarchy and annexed an entire island chain for pineapples. Not to go on pizza.
Not on pizza.
No.
No. Wow, Ty. Wow. You know?
I'm going to be in Italy next week, so I'm going to ask the Italians if they put pineapple on their
Oh,
pizza.
no. They will. It's
No, they're going
it's a
to.
disgrace.
Absolutely. So they're going to understand that I am not one of the crazy Americans. I am a normal one who agrees that we should not be tainting their culture with fruit that does not belong on a pizza. So,
Amen,
end of
sister.
story.
End of story. Okay, so I have a few controversial takes on things that most people do not. So we'll see where it lands in the ether and
Yeah.
what you all think about it.
Yep.
Okay. First, my
We're
lord.
good. I almost spilled my wine, but we're good. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. If I send you a thumbs up emoji, consider it an FU,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? I have been
But you send
receiving
them
so
to
many
me.
people. I do.
Like
No,
you're mad at me.
you do it too.
I do it in response to you lacking punctuation in your
Sometimes
emojis.
I'm just like in between a class and I'm seeing something and I'll just be like, da-da-da-da, okay, yeah. And then
No.
I'm on to the next thing.
If you send me a text without punctuation or emojis, instantly I think you're mad at me.
True. That's how I feel about you. That's how I felt all today. Although you were making the effort to to love all the things that I sent you.
I had no time today to actually engage in anything, but
I
I
know.
tried with the hearts.
You really tried with the hearts, and I appreciate that. I'm like, okay, she's busy.
She's busy.
She's busy. She doesn't want to talk to me about this.
No.
Okay. So I'm glad we agree
Yep.
that thumbs upping anything, liking anything is a automatic FU
Yeah.
to someone.
Absolutely.
And our staff has the audacity, anytime I send them something, to thumbs up it. I'm like, cool, thanks.
Cool. You hate me.
Major. Yeah, you hate me, and that's not how you speak to your manager. That is not how
I
you
will
treat
say
me.
my boss at my day job, she always purple hearts my Google chat messages to her, which I appreciate.
Cute.
She's a
I love a
hearter.
purple heart.
She is the purple hearter, and I
One of
appreciate that.
our staff members is a blue hearter, and I love the blue heart.
Miley, love her.
Yes. I love how
Brianna
you know.
is the heart hand
Oh, yes.
emoji.
The heart hand emoji.
Big fan.
Big fan.
I like the melting face
Um,
emoji, but that's just what I'm.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one of my tops. Okay.
Next one.
Crocs are not ugly if you wear them right.
No, I'm sorry, they are. And I bought the pair that were like kind of the platformy ones that were fuzzy on the inside. They are
So
comfortable.
cute.
They are comfortable.
They're so cute.
They are not cute. I will
They
say
are cute.
Jeff, tall Jeff was wearing I don't know why we call him that because my brother's also tall and his name's Jeff. Anyway, there's two Jeffs in my life. So one's big Jeff, one's little Jeff because he's older, I guess. Anyway, he was wearing Crocs sneakers on
Yeah.
Saturday, and I could not tell they were Crocs. They
So
actually looked
fly.
pretty cool.
Yeah, Crocs has definitely stepped up their game. Like, so cute. If you wear them properly, men, please do not wear them with jeans. This is where I draw the line, okay?
So
Crocs with
where
jeans.
should men wear Crocs? Like for household
Okay,
household outdoor chores.
household outdoor chores, that is safe with like a pair of sweats,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
But out in public, you need to be wearing shorts, and that's it.
I
I mean,
truly don't
wear a
feel
top
like
too, but
anyone should wear the clog Crocs in public. I feel like they are house shoes.
okay. Yeah. I have two different ones. I have the like fuzzy insert ones that is like my house shoe, and then I have the white ones. They were primarily when I was working at a medical office, and it was just easy to go in sport mode in those. So
Sport mode.
on the run all the time.
I think they're great for kids. I think kids should wear Crocs all day long. They're super versatile. You can throw them
Yes.
on whenever. They can decorate them with their charms. Yes, adults can decorate them with their charms too. But kids, 100% on board. Adults,
Okay, and if you're
debatable.
yes, if you're an adult and you're wearing Crocs to the airport, which is going to be my next subject, you need to be wearing socks. Okay?
People who wear sandals to the airport or have dogs out, instantly fired from life.
Thank you. That is my next one.
Yeah.
Is sandals at an amusement park? No. Or at the airport? No. The most filthiest places
You have to,
on the planet.
unless you have TSA pre-check like a boss, you have to take your shoes
Well,
off and you have to walk
okay.
through. And then, you know what? People with sandals, they take their sandals off on the plane and sit just out. I've seen it.
So you don't have to take your shoes off anymore going through general
Oh,
TSA.
you guys
Yes,
aren't
that was a
peasants
new
anymore?
correct. It's a new law that was passed a few months ago. So
Oh,
you don't have to take your shoes off, which is good. Although I did have to take my shoes off. I think my feet were just sweaty, so it got triggered.
I wear when I travel for work, I wear booties a lot, and like the thick heel always sets off the alarm, so I always have to take my boots
Oh.
off. But I'm wearing socks, so it's acceptable.
Yeah. Um, but even the fact that you don't have to take your shoes off going through TSA any further, still
Y-
just oh,
You know what boggles my mind because I travel a lot? I still see the regular line for the most part. It's very rare with the pre-check line's longer. But at
yeah,
Orange County Airport, almost 9 out of 10 times, the regular line is so long, and I'm like, "Why?" It has been, like, 10 plus years of TSA PreCheck. Why have none of you got it? It is
I'm
I know.
I still don't have it.
I have PreCheck, I have Clear, I have Global Entry. I'm like, "Get me out in and out of this line as fast as
I
you
just
possibly
love
can."
being one with the people, and that's just something about me, you know?
You probably, when you go to Disneyland, don't buy Lightning Lane either.
I have not been to Disneyland since no, I have,
You probably
since all
wouldn't,
that
though. You
happened.
probably like waiting in line.
No, 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 I will not wait in a line longer than 45 minutes at Disneyland. If it's
If it's
longer
longer
than
than
that,
15 minutes, I don't wait.
no. Um, and plus I grew up there, so it's at this point, I've rode all the rides, nothing is that important for me to be waiting that long for.
No, 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 no. I'm lightning lane every time, even if we're only going for like 2 hours. I'm like, get me out of lines ASAP.
Okay, on the subject of airports and planes, people who clap when the plane lands, if you're gonna do that, you need to be clapping anytime you arrive somewhere, even with an Uber. I need you to
Like,
be clapping when the Uber arrives.
it's literally their job to get you there safely. They don't need an applause and they can't hear you. And it's like at the end of a
They
movie
cannot hear
too.
you.
Why are you clapping? Unless you're at the premiere with the people who made the movie,
Okay, I
they
did
can't
clap
hear
at
you.
the end of a movie.
Who's hearing you?
It was wicked, and everyone just, like, jumped to their feet, just crying,
Oh
screaming,
my God.
clapping. It was
It's so extra. Like they can't hear you. It's like yelling at the driver next to you in a car when they
but
do something to annoy you.
us
They
as a
can't hear you.
community, as a whole in that theater, we all yeah.
I have still not seen that movie in full. I've seen the start and I've seen the end, but I fall asleep during the
I
middle.
know. You'll we'll have to just put on the middle for
It's
you
too
so you can
long.
see it.
No, I only like the last song. So
Okay, moving on.
Ariana Grande, can that
Um,
be our next hot take?
Ariana Grande, what about her?
Can't stand. There's something about it's too. First of all, the ponytail for years.
Yes. You know, we all go through phases, okay?
The ponytail was too much. And
It was. It ruined her hair.
her Wicked promo, like, she is a really good singer, I will give her that. She's a great
She's so
actress. She's very
talented.
talented at her craft, but, like, her little, like, baby demeanor she had on this press tour for Wicked, I could not. It was too much.
Um, there's a word or phrase for it in acting. Oh gosh, it'll come to me.
Can't stand. Maybe
But
that's why I have
when
not finished the movie.
it's like, gosh, what's his name?
Was she too
Why am
method?
I blanking? Yes,
She was totally
that's the
method
word.
into her character.
She took it too far,
She took it
where
too far.
the character overtook her.
It
Just
was
like,
I
oh
cannot
my gosh,
the
what's his
interviews,
name? He
Austin
played
Butler.
Elvis. Yes, Austin Butler.
Yeah, he had an accent, also not real.
Um, yes, it's only because for his specific roles, he had a dialect coach
Yeah.
in order to like create that accent. And then it's hard to kind of break that and go back into your norm, I guess. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I've never lived in another place that has an accent, but, like, it's like Dorit on Real Housewives. Like,
Oh
you
my
don't get an
gosh.
accent that quickly permanently from, like,
No.
living somewhere for a hot second.
No, there could be certain words that you say that have a little twang to it somewhere, but
Not your whole
not
speech.
your whole speech. No, that's a little extra.
It was too
Um,
much.
speaking of extra, people who constantly in public are talking on speakerphone. Every now and then I will put on speakerphone. No, 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 no. But you are respectful about it.
I'm on speakerphone all the time. I never almost ever listen to things on the actual
Oh my
earpiece.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Well,
If I'm in a
even
crowded
FaceTime?
place,
Yeah.
like when I was at Cancun just eating, I was like, "Hey, I don't have my headphones with me. I can't talk to you right now because I'm in this crowded
Yeah.
restaurant." But like if I'm walking around a grocery store, I'm on speakerphone. Not that
Wow.
we do that often as we've established, but like
Yeah,
if I'm
you're
walking around a
rarely
store
there.
or like not a super condensed place, I'm on speakerphone.
Wow. And I say this because there are times where I'm on speakerphone, but this man boarding a plane ruined it for me.
I won't do it on a
He was
plane. Absolutely not.
on he was on FaceTime as we were all, like, waiting for our boarding group. He's talking extremely loud. He's on FaceTime. The FaceTime is, like, the speakers all the way up, so I can hear everything, and, like, I'm human, so obviously I'm gonna look over to see, like, how what is he FaceTiming right now? No joke, full butt naked woman. Tits out, vagina out, bush out,
Stop it.
like,
Stop
I
it right now.
it was insane. Yes, it was at the Dallas airport. I was
Shout
waiting
out
to
Dallas
board.
Airport.
Shout out DFW. I was waiting to board my flight to California, and this guy is just, like, walking around on FaceTime super loud, and then he stands right next to me, and of course, I'm gonna look at his phone and see what he's FaceTiming. Full-on naked girl. She's not even hiding it. She knows he's at the airport. There's, like, obviously people all around us, all around him,
That
and she's
is
just tits out
diabolical.
for Harambe. Yep,
Diabolical.
yep. It was great. I was like, "Ah,
Wow. Wow.
there's areola. There's a nipple. 2
My
of them."
God.
Um, okay, moving on to wearing jeans and sitting on a bed. Get out. Like, I might as well just burn the entire bed.
You know what kills me? And I saw
Mhm.
this a lot growing up in Huntington Beach. Not Huntington Beach, but I went to Huntington Beach a lot. And I got a lot of comments from the men of the coastal Orange County cities in their response to the jeans with sandals take. People who wear jeans to the beach and go in the ocean in their jeans. The chafing,
Yes, the
oh my
chafing,
God.
like, that could not feel good on your balls.
If you balls or lady parts, it doesn't matter. I saw a
Yeah,
lot of women wear jeans in my day. And you know what? If you're not comfortable in a swimsuit, totally respectable.
and why is it always at
Where
Huntington
it's
Beach?
always Huntington Beach, first of all. And there are other fabrics that are more forgiving in the water if you need to wear clothes in the water. And jeans are not one of
Yeah,
them,
like cotton, I don't know.
right? Like, or like a swim skirt, like whatever material swimsuits are made of. They have like skirt dresses things. Like, you don't have to be in a full bikini. You don't have to be in a one piece. There are other options. I do not understand the jeans in the ocean. And if I touch, first of all, I don't go to the beach at all anymore because I hate sand and water together, but it gets everywhere. It's impossible to get off. I want to look at the beach from a lounge chair at a pool with the infinity pool.
Mm, yeah,
I want to be at a hotel that I can see the beach. I don't want to go to it. There are also things that live in the ocean. I don't want to be around it.
true, same.
There's a reason they live in the ocean. I live on land. I'm going to respect their space. I will be on a boat and I will like hover my butt off of the edge of a boat to pee if I'm in the outer parts of the ocean and there's no like toilet on a boat, like not like a cruise ship, obviously. But no, I have no business being in the ocean with all of the things that live down there.
I used to love the ocean as a kid and just, like, swimming, body surfing, boogie boarding, all the things, but yeah, as an adult,
No,
I don't want to.
my
I
kids are
don't
going
want
to
to.
be growing up so deprived. The only time we ever go to the beach is if we're on a Disney cruise or like in Hawaii
Mm,
or something. And I have my husband take them down to the beach. We live 20 minutes from the beach and they have only been for another child's birthday party.
They're fine.
They're fine. They're thriving. They're learning to
They're
respect
thriving.
the ocean and the ecosystem and stay out of it,
Yeah,
right?
I love that.
We
Yeah,
don't need to bring our germs there.
we don't. But you
Yeah.
also don't need to bring your germs on your jeans onto your bed. Okay?
Or when people like wear their shoes on their bed.
No. The second I get home, if I'm in like regular clothes, immediately
First
going in
th-
the bedroom,
first thing I do is
changing.
change into sweats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First thing I do when I come home, change into sweats, get my comfies on, and that's that.
And you're clean.
I'm clean.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you're wearing your jeans and your clothes into your bed, even if it's on top, get out. Oh my gosh. My biggest pet peeve was when I lived in New York. And if we were doing errands and we were on the subway, we would come back into our room. And with our friends, that was kind of like our hangout room because we had one of the larger rooms in the building. And one of our guy friends would, without a doubt, every single time sit on my bed with his jeans on.
No.
I don't know if he listens to us, maybe he does. Matt, you are insane for doing that. Don't know where you're at now these days. Hope you're doing well, but you are insane. You need to be
Insane.
tested.
Test it. All of these people need to be tested, studied, like save the monkeys. Just test these people.
Truly, you know, my next one is for a special grouping of people in this world. And it's people who do not put their shopping carts away. You need to be on a watch list. Please tell me you put your shopping cart away.
Try to. If I'm alone, 100% of the time I do. But if I have the kids and now I do think I will always try to park next to a cart corral.
Yes.
Um, in the event it's like the Target at the or Tustin Marketplace shopping center on a Saturday,
Mm,
it's the wild, wild west out there. I will say if I'm
chaos.
within sight distance where it takes me less than 30 seconds to walk to a cart corral, even if my kids are with me, I go. If not, I find a planter to leave it in. But that is very rare. I would say 9 out of 10 times I put it in the cart corral. And you know why? Because I listen to the Woody Show a lot on was it K-Rock? What are they on? Alt 98.7, I think. Anyway, so Seabass, one of the like co-hosts of the show, he did this whole thing called, I forget the name of the segment, but he basically confronted people in parking lots who didn't put their carts away. And I was traumatized. He was going to come and get me.
Come out of the bushes and
So I would say 9 out of 10 times I do put the cart away. But if it's far away and I've got the kids with me and it's a whole thing, sometimes I just ditch it. But I do make a good effort to put the cart away. I will say that.
as long as the effort is there, I go the extra mile and put it all the way back to where I found it, which is at the front of the store.
See, I like to think I'm giving the cart collectors jobs. So if you put it back in the store, eventually these people aren't going to have jobs.
No, they have other things to do.
That could be a full-time job for someone.
It
Collecting carts,
could be, but there's other things that need to be done
allegedly.
than collecting your cart. But yeah, you need to be on a watch list if you're constantly not putting your cart away.
Like leaving
Terrible
it in the
people.
middle of a parking stall is diabolical. Like so rude.
Terrible. Rude.
So at this
Like, how dare you?
Target marketplace location, again, Saturday, super busy. There was
Mhm.
this one spot someone had left a cart in a prime parking location in the middle of the spot, but you couldn't really see it till you started pulling in. So I
Yeah.
tried to pull in. I was like, oh, there's a cart here. So I back up. The next person comes up, think I'm leaving. They do the same thing. And I'm just like, don't leave it in the middle of a spot at least. Like, rude.
So rude.
You're already making this parking lot more impossible to park in. Trader Joe's lots, I always put it back, I will say, because their parking lots
Oh,
are
good.
truly unhinged.
Yeah, it's part of their requirement.
It's their business plan. Make it
Yeah.
impossible to park
That's
here.
pretty much all that I have as far as things that really irk me.
Mm, I love it.
Things that could get me canceled.
I think we agree on most things. I think what really
That's good.
irks me in like the business setting, I'll keep this short
Yes,
because
tell
I'm
me.
tired, but women getting labeled aggressive for speaking their mind or being direct.
Yes.
I've been labeled aggressive before. I'm like, no, I'm just telling you how it is. And
Mm.
I'm being professional and respectful about it. But like, sorry if you don't like what I have to say, but like, I guarantee you if a man said this, like you wouldn't say anything. So that is one of my biggest pet peeves at work. Also, don't schedule a 9 a.m. meeting. If you work in an office, that's too much pressure. We don't need to like it to get there by 9 or whatever your start time is at your office. Don't schedule the first meeting of that block. So now I block my calendar so no one can schedule meetings from 9 to 9:30 with me because sometimes I'm running late and sometimes I want to prep before a meeting and I don't have time because I have a life outside of this office. So my prep time is 9 to 9:30. Then you can schedule time with me. So that's another one. Also, it's not called a slide deck. It's called a PowerPoint. It's not. When did slide deck or send me the deck? It's not a deck. It's not a deck of cards. It is a PowerPoint presentation or a Google Slides. And you know
Yeah.
what? Stop calling it a slide deck.
Yeah. I don't know where that term came.
It came out of nowhere. It's the same thing with kale. Miley Cyrus invented kale in 2012, and it's not a real vegetable. It is a garnish, and it does not belong in your body. It belongs as a
Miley Cyrus herself?
I don't know. I just remember she was a big fan of kale. And it's not a real food. It tastes like absolute dirt. And it was invented in 2012. And I specifically remember the year because everyone was all about kale all of a sudden. And I'm like, this is the decor for other food. Like, this is what you put other food on. It is not a real food.
I'm dead. I love kale,
Diabolical.
but I also love just like earthy, greeny
Gross.
things. Okay, well, you're wrong. Quick history. Kale is one of the oldest cultivated vegetables. Okay.
Okay, but it didn't become popular until Miley Cyrus, and I don't know why I feel like it's her, but it's her. And I love Miley Cyrus. Invented it in 2012.
Okay, it evolved through cultivation thousands of years ago. It just became trendy again in the 2010s when it was rediscovered as a superfood.
By Miley Cyrus. And probably Gwyneth Paltrow.
Cheers.
She loves the
Oh,
superfood.
yeah. I love blaming Gwen.
I can't. It was not a thing. It was literally Google it. Doesn't it say it was a garnish?
The ancient Greeks and Romans ate forms of kale and cabbage. The
Well, they're
Romans had a
extinct
vegetable known
now.
as. This is truly everything goes back to the Romans. Everything dates back to the Romans. The true Roman Empire. It was so funny when that whole trend was going on of asking like your significant other or someone in your life how often they think about the Roman Empire. I asked my husband, I was like, so how often do you think about the Roman Empire? He's like, probably every other day. I was like, what? I'm like, why? He's like, so many things in our life, like sewage, I think even two railroads and just everything dates back to the Romans.
He would think that. My Roman Empire of late, back to my weekend. So I think it was the last game in the World Series, or maybe it was the second to last one. There was a kerfuffle on the field. And in baseball, the bench is clear. But the relievers running in from the outfield, what a joke. What are you
Oh
going
my
to
gosh, it
do?
was so cute. Everyone in
No.
what
Like
the
the
pitching.
pitcher, the like
Yeah,
backup pitchers. What are you
yeah.
going to
They
do?
were all like
It's such a joke.
late to the party. It was so cute.
If
It
you're
was really
not
funny.
a hockey player, you have no business fighting in sports. Or like obviously a boxer or something that's actually a fight, but like hockey
Truly.
players, yes. Every other sport,
Love me
no.
some
Just
hockey.
just stop.
Wow. Any other work stories or things that have gotten you in trouble or
I don't get in trouble because I'm
labeled?
perfect. But
Yes.
I think like as a woman in the workplace, especially one that moved up pretty quickly and is younger, and it's not just men that do it, it's a lot of times older women too. They have, like the one time I was called aggressive at work was by a woman. And I I just think it's such a detriment to not support other women leaders, and I think it's very dangerous to, like, use a word like that when really you're just effective at your job and you're direct. Like, I don't sugarcoat things, we know this, and I think that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a therapist, I don't have to sugarcoat things with you. Like, I work in real
No.
estate. It is what it is. Move on with your life, you know? So,
What was your response when that happened?
I was pissed. So she had complained to my boss at the time, but I was pretty early
Mhm.
on in my career and said that I came across as aggressive in this meeting or whatever. And I was pissed and I was like, I literally said at the time, and I think it's become like a thing now, like, I'm not aggressive. I was direct. And if you don't like it, not my problem. So I think that there's a
Yeah.
huge difference between being rude and being direct. And I think that the men of TikTok are rude
Rude.
and we're just direct in our opinions on things, and that's fine. So, it all comes back to work too. In that moment, I
We are
felt I was being
true
direct.
gems.
And
True gems.
it's just like the cancel culture and like just the incessant bullying online and
Mhm.
stuff like that. It just makes it hard to like be your authentic self. And I think that's probably why we have so many people like we talked about last week of presenting a different persona that's so curated and so perfect because of the backlash
Yeah.
you get if you're not.
Mhm.
So while ours might be about sandals and jeans or pineapple on pizza, like it's so stupid, but the fact that the pineapple on pizza thing is fine, but the sandal and jean things, like the fact that people had such a
Get
visceral
so fired
reaction,
up.
right? Like also get a hobby and maybe
Get a
a
life.
job or, find something else besides just trolling random people online. Like I think it's so sad and pathetic, and that's it. That's all I have.
Man, oh my gosh. I was gonna talk about I feel like I get the opposite end of I get told a lot I'm too soft or too emotional.
You're not too emotional, you're soft, but I love you. Because if we were both like me, no one would work for us.
And that's what too I've come to realize is for me personally of just who I am, I don't think I could be or would want to be the other way.
Yeah.
I am who I am.
No, I think it's okay to be soft. It's definitely okay to be emotional because emotion comes off in a
Uh-huh.
different ways. Like for you, it might be like you like cry more or whatever, and it's totally okay to cry in the workplace. For me, my passion, like my emotion comes through as passion in like a different way. And I get like fiery about stuff. And like I think that's okay too, as long as it's not ever making someone like feel like you're being rude or like whatever, or you're making someone uncomfortable. Like you're allowed to show that.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to be soft too. I think as long as you can maintain like, you know, a position on things and like really stand by what you believe in, it's okay to be soft about doing it. So it's okay to
That I
have
do.
empathy. I don't understand what that term means, so I don't have it, but it's good that you do.
I have lots of empathy towards people, things, all the all the sort. Even just like earlier, I was watching a video on Instagram of someone finishing the NYC marathon and I was crying because I was just so proud of them
Wow.
and all the effort
Was that
and
your friend?
training. No, no, no. It was someone else. He had lost both his legs in Afghanistan and this
Um,
is his like third or second marathon he's ran and yeah, just watching him finish the whole marathon, going across that finish line, it was so sweet.
dude, I
I just
can't
started crying.
even run a mile without dying, so no cardio for
Um,
me.
we do need to talk about how someone did call me a loudmouth, though,
Oh my
my
god, your
ex-boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend?
So, as of recently, my ex-boyfriend has come out of the ashes somewhere and has sent me 2 Instagram videos now in the last month and a half, 2 months. First one was of a woman just, like, breaking out into a hip hop dance in the kitchen, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is you." I'm like, "OMG. I'm glad you're thinking about me 13 years later." I have not heard of this man or anything in the last, like, 12, 13 years, so it's just so
That's
random.
so random.
But then he sends me a video a week ago of it was an episode of Dance Moms, and it's
I'm, like,
Abby Lee
slowly melting
and
into this chair, by the way.
the candy apple lady going at it with each other, and one of them calling the other a loudmouth. And that was the video, and then he sent a bunch of emojis of, like what is that emoji of, like, someone's, like, screaming or, like, a loudspeaker or something?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Is he calling me a loudmouth?" And I show my husband, I'm like, "What does this mean?" And he's like, "I think he's telling you you're a loudmouth." I'm like, "I've not spoken to him in years,
Well, your
like, over a
loudmouth
decade."
lingered in his brain
It
currently.
lingered. Maybe he watches this. If so, "Hey, Matt, what's happening?"
Why do you have so many Matts in your life?
I have so many. Yeah, there was Matt that I danced with in New York that became a really good friend at that time. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Um, and then my ex, Matt.
Cute.
Anywho, what up, Matts? If you're listening, holler,
Holla.
holla. Yeah, let me know what you mean about that freaking loudmouth thing. I took it very offensively. I'm still upset about it.
Yeah.
How dare you?
He just doesn't know, you know?
No, I am a whole nother person. That was like, it was, how old was I? 17, 18, 19.
Whole nother person.
Whole nother person. And truly, I look like a whole nother person if you ever see a photo of me from that time in my life. Man, she had a glow up.
I showed Taylor a photo of me from, like, and not even that long ago, like 4 years ago. Post baby, so had all the weight, no lip filler. She was a whole other human, like, not even recognizable.
You were stunning either way.
No, but I thought I was, and now I look back, I'm
Hey,
like, "Who is that troll?"
no, you've
Yeah,
always been gorgeous.
thanks. Alright, let's move on to our reality recap because we said we were gonna keep this one at an hour or less, and we're at an hour
We just
15.
have so much to say all
Me
the time.
too.
Um,
Selling
Real
Sunset.
House.
No,
Okay, Selling Sunset.
Selling
Where
Sunset.
where are you?
I think I'm on the 4th episode-ish, so
Mm,
Chriselle and Emma, I was actually watching it while I was power eating pizza before I came in here. They were at at the cannabis restaurant for drinks and
okay, I think that's where I stopped too.
talking about Emma's boyfriend, which we need to talk about. He needs to be studied. So this man, first of all, if you catch it, all the times he said I love you to her, she has not said it back. He is 28 years old, does not work. His family's apparently super rich. I mean, I guess good for you. Got her name tattooed like 3 days after meeting her on his ring finger, is totally obsessed with her, and is a weirdo. He claims to have not eaten a fruit and vegetable ever in his life. He only eats Taco Bell. He smells like chicken nuggets. Like, he has the most out of pocket things. And she is gorgeous. And, like, I get he's a billionaire heir, but, like, sometimes it's just too much. Like, if you're gonna date someone that trollish, they better be 95 years old and ready to croak. Like, this is
Do
just
you
too
know
much.
who he looks like? I only I've seen this meme, but JD Vance, the meme where he's like super fat and like has all this facial hair. Have you seen that meme?
Probably.
That's what Emma's boyfriend looks like.
He's just it's too much. It's so wild. Nicole, cannot stand her, although I've never been able to stand her. She is atrocious as a human.
She has got to go. I'm so happy that she was fired. It was
You know they're gonna bring her back though.
you just have to look up the JD Vance fat meme.
Wait, let's go
That
to
is
it.
Emma's boyfriend.
So when I open my browser, it literally is I was doing research on him before I came on here because I wanted to talk about
Okay,
it so
good.
bad.
So see that photo and
JD Vance fat face meme.
Meme.
Yeah, basically. It's so bad. It's so bad.
So bad, so good. But so far, great season, Selling Sunset. Yeah, Nicole is a terrible human being for what she brought up at that
She's always
girls'
been
giving.
terrible. She's trying to make herself relevant to keep a spot on the show. She's trying to be the new
Yeah,
Christine, and she just doesn't go about it the right way. And she's not interesting as a human. So
I love Amanza. She's my favorite.
I love her, but like the girl's not selling real estate. I think she's just there for like
No, props to
her
her, just being there
personality.
and grabbing a paycheck.
Yeah, right.
We support it,
I mean, none of these people probably really actually sell a lot of real estate.
except Mary.
I think Mary does, but I think it's like when they all got popular at Sir, they all stopped working at Sir and became like
Yeah,
influencers, and then it was time to film, they would like go work at Sir, but like that's probably how they all are now. But I love it. I'm here for it.
it's so good. What else did we watch? Real Housewives Salt Lake City, amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember what
The
happened.
stuffed animal,
Oh yes, yesterday were on the below deck yacht with Captain Jason, my fave. Um and the stuffed animal
wild,
of Jared's voice, the Build-A-Bear, basically.
so freaking creepy.
So creepy.
Are you on team Lisa Barlow or Heather Gay?
I'm never on either of their teams, but I think that Lisa for sure planted the rumors.
She for sure did. Yeah.
I think Heather's like a pot stirrer and kind of annoying, but
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
she does
really
her
like
job well.
Bronwyn and
Okay, I love
Mary.
Bronwyn. Mary, gotta love Mary.
Yeah,
Angie, I go through waves. I liked her this episode because she was ill and in
she
bed
was
and
ill.
yeah, she was out of the picture.
Whitney's kind of annoying.
So annoying.
But they all make
Yeah.
great television, so I appreciate them.
Great television.
I love Meredith
Yeah.
Marks, obviously.
DJ
Um,
Meredith.
DJ Meredith. The Halloween episode, let's talk about Dancing with the Stars.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous all around. But sad, but good news.
Sad but good.
Jen went home.
Jen went home. Jan also went
Sad,
home. But
Jan went home. Yeah. But
yeah, it was meant to be.
amazing. It was meant to be. And I love his responses to all the interviews that he did afterwards about people asking about Max and his comments about Jan being on the
Yeah.
show. So
Kudos.
kudos to Jan. Well done. But yes, I'm just happy Andy's still kicking, still doing his
Okay,
thing
good.
out there, still kicking, still kickball changing around that dance floor.
I love it. He's so precious.
He is so precious. Trying to think what I feel like it was so long ago. I'm nervous that Whitney and Mark might be going home or might not win.
I think I don't think they're gonna win. I think there's too many people that don't like her.
So sad.
I think that people like, the things on the internet, like she came in with prior dance training. She's not like
Yeah.
she had an unfair advantage. Plus her persona she played for a while on Mormon Wives. Like I didn't like her at first on Mormon Wives. Now I love her. I think she's fantastic. I just think there's too many people that don't like her where I can see her not getting like enough popular votes to win. Do you hear the piano?
Yeah. Who's playing the piano?
I don't know. There's been a child that's tried to come in here 3 times in the last 2
I
minutes.
love it.
So, well, let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap her up.
We don't know exactly what the future holds because I'm going to be on a cruise ship for the next 2 weeks, and I really do want to try to film one on the cruise ship at least.
That would be awesome.
It might have to be at the day we don't get off the boat, like, but we're at port because I don't know that the Wi-Fi on the boat in the middle of the ocean will work, but we'll look at the time change. We'll look at the itinerary. We'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out. I'm adjustable. That's one thing about me. I'm here.
She's limber.
I'm limber. You know, it's whoop, there's my phone. It's 11 o'clock at night here. I'm still
Oh,
going,
shit.
full glam.
Okay. Well, we're going to wrap this up because, again,
Wrap
we
it up.
went well over an hour and we said we were not going to, but we just love you all so much. We had to talk to you for an hour. But thanks for coming. Lucky number
Thanks for stopping
13
by.
in the books.
Maybe this one will make us famous.
Probably not, but we can
Share with
dream.
everyone.
Share, like, subscribe, comment, follow. Tell us how much you love us.
Bye.
Bye.